One Carnival Cruise Line passenger is barking mad right now upon finding out there's going to be 40 dogs sailing along with them on their upcoming cruise. And, yeah, they're seeing eye dogs. So what's going on? Plus, the search is underway for a crew member missing from an around the world cruise. I'll give you all the updates going on there. Let's roll the intro. Hey, welcome to the Midships channel. It's your Captain Corey. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel today. This is not the Midships set that you're used to. I have moved. If you've been wondering where I am, I've been remodeling a house. I bought a full fixer-upper, first-time homeowner, and that's what I've been doing. There's a lot of work left to do on this set, probably a little echo, and this is definitely not the final form. I mean, heck, that's my garage out there. Yeah, there's a lot going on here, but we'll get there. If you have any suggestions for the Midships set in a confined space such as this, drop them in the comments below. But first, we need to get things kicked off with a question of the day. Question: what's your favorite activity to do on board when you're cruising? You like playing bingo? You like hitting the casino? Watching the shows or shopping? Let me know your answer in the comments down below. Now let's turn our attention to the cruise news and one extremely entitled and insensitive passenger who's booked on an upcoming cruise on Carnival Celebration. And I'm going to break this down for you. There's a group of blind cruise passengers who are booked as a group, like I said, a group booked on the Carnival Celebration. And along with them will be their medically necessary service dogs. Some people know them as seeing eye dogs. Well, John Heald was speaking about this group of service dogs who are booked on an upcoming cruise of the Carnival Celebration, and he let slip the date of the cruise, which caused one passenger, which we could call a cruise Ken or a cruise Karen, to go ballistic and to complain, asking for a full refund or the opportunity to lift and shift to another cruise ship as a result of the dogs that would be sailing on board with them. Yeah, that's right. Imagine your life is so pain-free and so pampered that you get mad because blind people are taking a cruise with you and you just can't stand the fact that their dogs are coming with you. Now, this individual claims that they are very allergic to dogs, just like 50% of people, which, according to the Korean Academy of Asthma, which is, I assume, in Korea, only 10 to 20% of people have some sort of allergy to dogs. And that is some sort. That could just mean you get the sniffles, just a little bit of a maybe in the back of your throat. Well, this disgruntled guest went on to double down on their hatred of service animals and apparently people who need them by saying that they don't think that dogs want to be on a ship at all. And they definitely think that people don't want dogs to be on a ship with them.
This is the first time I sent a human to timeout, but it was necessary.
I'm sure you dog people out there have a difference of opinion on there. Now, the way that this is going to work is Carnival is basically setting up a private area on the promenade deck to host these dogs' bathroom needs. Of course, you know, they're not like us. They don't use the toilet that has the terrible toilet paper. They're going to need somewhere to go. And so that's going to be the promenade deck. Plus, all of these cruise passengers themselves have balcony cabins, allowing them to have another place outside that their dogs can relieve themselves. Now, as a person who has sailed with legally blind passengers in the past, a couple of times now, hello, Melody and AJ, look, it's hard enough to get around an unfamiliar space when you are able to see things. But add to that the fact that you can't see or you have very limited ability to see. And then you need to go ahead and find your way around, get around other people who, well, let's be honest, even though they see the fact that you're blind because either you have one of your canes, your feeling devices, or a service animal, people are just plain rude. They won't even hold the elevator for you. I've experienced that. I have experienced that with blind cruisers. So I got to say, this cruise Karen, this cruise Ken, come on, grow up a little bit. Don't be so selfish. And John Heald says you're not getting any refunds. You're not moving your cruise. That's because Carnival Cruise Line follows the ADA to a T. That said, Carnival Cruise Line does not allow emotional support animals on board. So if you bought one of those little emotional support certificates for your animals so you can fly with them, that ain't going to fly with the cruise line so much. But if they are a trained service animal, they are allowed to go on these cruises. I tell you what, this story has been a little bit rough. It's been a little bit formidable, you might say. But you know what isn't rough or formidable or a terrible pun nonetheless? It's your shopping experience on the Midships Amazon store. It's the best way to support my work while literally just shopping on Amazon. If you've ever been curious about what I bring with me every single time I cruise, well, click on the link in the description down below. Thanks for your support. Now we need to switch gears here. This is a much more serious story. This is news that has just broken this morning on the 3rd of May. A crew member has come up missing on the Ambassador Ambiance Around the World cruise. Early this morning, a crew member did not check in for their job. A search was initiated around the ship. No one was able to locate this crew member. The ship departed Lisbon at 3:25 p.m. local time yesterday on May the 2nd. But staff on board the ship didn't learn of the missing crew member until breakfast on the following day. Now, the Spanish Coast Guard has been alerted. They're searching the waters, as well as this cruise ship has turned around and is now retracing its path in hopes of locating this missing crew member. This is all that we really know about this event right now. It's very serious. Anytime anybody goes overboard, it's a very strange time, though, to go overboard right before you get back from a long contract, right before you're scheduled to get back to, I don't know, leaving the ship, or maybe this crew member was staying on the ship. Ambassador Cruise Line, for their part, say we're committed to the safety and well-being of all crew members and guests, and the search for the missing person is ongoing and remains our utmost priority. And well, that is all we really know about that as of now. Make sure you get subscribed here to the channel if you don't want to miss any updates on what's going on with the missing crew member from the Ambassador Ambiance. If you made it this far into today's episode, please do me a favor and leave a thumbs up on this video. It's a great way to tell the YouTube algorithm this was a good video and other cruise lovers should see it. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel today and sticking along with me as I went through some big life changes. We're back to the almost daily cruise news. Thanks so much for stopping by today. And until next time, we'll see ya on the Midships.